Who came up with the iconic "Get over here" that Scorpion yells?
Rich DeVizio, the guy, Rich DeVizio Kano. So we were in the morning we would get together and talk about like what we're gonna do today. It's kind of like a team meeting, and then we're working on Scorpion, which is our fourth character. So we're on the fourth one, and then John approached me. He's like, "Hey, the programmer wants to create a move for the game, and we kind of got to let him because he's the boss and he's the one who pays for everything, and you got to let him create something." So he was just like, "Okay, what does he want to do?" And then he came up to me and he's like, "I want him to take a lasso and throw it around you, and then ties you up, and I get a free hit." And I was like, one thing that's kind of Wonder Woman-ish. Two, it's kind of like not really a martial art move, and I was wanted it to keep it a martial art game. And two, a free hit means every time you do it, it's an imbalance. One character is going to be super strong because every time you do that move, you get a free hit. And so I was like, you know what? No, but that reminds me there's a weapon that's thousands of years old that they use to tie it's basically a spear on a rope, and you wrap it around your body to get centrifugal force, and you shoot it out. And when the opponent, it either hits the opponent and stabs them, or when they block it, it wraps around the weapon, and then you pull the weapon down, and your fellow soldiers get to slaughter that guy. So anyway, I was like, it's called a Xing Biao. It's called a rope dart. And uh, so as I'm doing it, doing the moves, and they're kind of looking at me like, what, like this. So the character who was called Rich Savizio Kano went into my bag, pulled one out because I had one, and he throws it, and it goes out. And as he's pulling it back, he's like, "Get over here!" And then he does like an uppercut, and everyone laughed the whole day. And the programmer kept on walking around, saying, get over here," because he did it in the gruff Kano voice, like that
Mm-hmm.
"get over here" voice. So, so all of a sudden, when that move comes in the game, I always laugh because that particular story comes up of how goofy it was, of how it is.